Tonight's racing show is brought to you by um, Chad Rat Construction, Dan Henning Microsport and Cage Parrot Wings, and also Brody Manning Motorsports. So tonight, let's get these drivers in their seats. Let's get the fans in their seats because it's about to get real fast. So tonight on the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube, we have with us racing sensation, racing superstar, Mr. Eli Holden.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Race days tomorrow. I'm doing great.
Alrighty, Eli. So let's talk about your racing career. How did you get into this awesome sport?
Rooster Kent Schmidt. He has the KO Motorsports. The first car I sat in was one of their cars, and he told my dad one day I was on the Power Wheels, and he told my dad that I was going to be a race car one day because I was weaving through the cars and everything on my Power Wheels, and I couldn't even walk. And he told my dad that I was going to be a race car driver one day, and we just kind of laughed about it. And then when I turned 4, and then we got my first go-kart, and then 5, we kind of started actually kind of racing like backyard a little bit. And I won my first race at 5. And then I got a junior sprint, and we just kept on going, building up from there.
Okay, so when you started out, did you have goals that you had kind of set for yourself?
Not really. Just go out there and see if I liked it. If I didn't, we would stop. But if I did like it, we'd stay in it. And I ended up liking it, so we started staying in it. And we started over the summer. We were really hardcore racing every weekend.
Okay, so is that what you're doing this year too? Is hardcore racing?
Yeah. The restrictor, what we're running now is we're running that most of the year. A class a little bit, and junior big races.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, so where do you plan on racing at this year?
Tulsa Shootout, SIR. That one don't really know yet. Wayne County, Logansport, maybe Coles County, DuQuoin. We're racing there tomorrow and Saturday.
Okay.
Sweet Springs, Port City, and that's about it that I name off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Eli, okay, where did your racing number come from?
Rooster Kent Schmidt, the KO Motorsports. They are all 5s, and it's the first car I sat in, and my dad knows Rooster really well, and they're all 5s. Kent Schmidt, Rooster, his nickname, he is number 5K, and Chase Stockin is 5S, and Jason Pursley, who used to run for him, it was 5P. So that's where I got the
Okay.
number.
Okay. So, Eli, which state do you live in then?
Indiana.
What part of Indiana?
The southern part of Indiana, down by Gibson County.
Okay, okay.
Tri-State Speedway, also about 15 minutes from here.
Okay. So, Eli, when it comes to your racing career, what's a good day at the racetrack look like for you?
Going out there focused, stay focused, and ending up in victory lane at the end of the night.
Okay. So, what's a good day at the race shop look like for you?
Getting half of our checklist done. We have a checklist
Okay.
of all the stuff we need to do in a week, and if we're Monday, say that it's Monday and we're halfway done, we're doing pretty well.
Okay. Okay. So how many? Okay. What nights do you race?
Most of the time Saturday, but sometimes Friday. I ran a little bit on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I
Okay.
can't remember. We ran Texas. I think that was the time. I can't remember if it was Friday or Wednesday or not.
So
KKM
Eli.
is another one.
Okay. So Eli, do you have any big events that you're looking forward to racing?
Yes. Tulsa Shootout, KKM. Not going to Texas this year. Um, really, I can't remember. I can't really remember some of them. I think there's more, but I can't think of them on the top of my head.
Okay. So Eli, do you have a nickname they call you at the track?
No, they don't. I mean, some people call me Kyle Larson, but young Kyle Larson.
Yeah. Yeah. So Eli, okay. So Eli, when you win races, what's that feel like as a driver to win races?
Just feels like excitement going rushing through your body, adrenaline's, all the work we put into, um, holding the trophy is the best part. I can't really, I, it's so great, I can't even explain it.
Okay. So how do you celebrate your victories, Eli?
We go, to Engler, uh, right by us, and he's our injection guy, and we go and thank him for all the stuff he's done for us. My dad comes
Okay.
gets me out of school for at lunch and takes me out for lunch and then goes to England after.
Okay. Question for you, Eli. Engler, didn't he race sprint cars at one time?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He was actually really good. I really haven't really seen him at all race though. Like I haven't seen any films of him racing or anything. He's just told us some stories about it, and I've heard that he's pretty good.
Okay. So Eli, what's your favorite racetrack you've raced on?
There's two tracks that I really like. It's the Tulsa Shootout and SIR. Those are my two favorite tracks.
What's your least favorite track?
Texas,
Okay. Why is Texas your least favorite?
because it eats the tires like crazy, and it's just not really that much passing. Um, it's hot, very hot. It was like 105 degrees whenever we went there. So those are just a little bit of reasons. There's really no luck there.
Okay. So Eli, how do you get along with your crew?
Um, Pretty good actually. Um, Sometimes like whenever I'm in a wreck and I'm a little shooken up, I get a little mouthy, but I don't don't really try to.
Yeah. So Eli, you guys communicate well as a team?
Yeah. Some people does the tire the tire pressures. Some people helps dad with stuff and everything. It's just crazy around the pits all night.
Who's all on your pit crew, Eli?
My family, mom, my dad, my sister, my grandma, my grandpa. Sometimes my cousins come. Sometimes my grandma and grandma Sugarlumps come. Larry Remby, Mickey Bullock, uh, and friends that just come and watch and support.
Okay. So Eli, okay. So who is the racing guy you look up to?
Rooster Kent Schmidt, and Kyle Cummins.
Okay, okay. Okay, what types of racing do you like to watch, Eli?
Dirt, oval, um, and that's about it.
You mean to tell me you're from Indiana and you don't like to watch the Indy 500?
Oh, I went to the Indy 500 for the first time this year or last year, but I watch a little bit of asphalt. I watch some Indy 500. I watch a little bit of NASCAR, like 20 minutes of NASCAR every Sunday, and yeah, that's about all
Okay,
the races I watch.
okay. So, okay, you know a little bit about Indy 500. I'm going to throw a trivia question at you. This is something I'm going to do new to you tonight. What is the fastest speed up until a couple of years ago that was recorded at Indianapolis Motor Speedway? Do you remember? Do you know what that is?
Um, no,
And do you know who that was?
no, I don't.
Okay, Eli, Eli, Ari Leindyke, two-time Indy 500 champion, 1996, 237 miles an hour, four-lap average.
That's like, no.
Yeah, but Scott Dixon kind of excelled that, and he did 241, so that's a little bit faster yet. So Eli, do you know what happened? Do you know what happens when you win the Indy 500?
What did you say? Sorry.
Do you know what happens when you win the Indy 500?
You get to pour milk all over yourself.
Yeah, that. But do you know what else you get?
The cup. I can remember the name of it. The cup.
The Borg Warner Trophy. Yeah. But
Yeah.
what else do you get? What else do you get?
Then you get like a ring of like a necklace of flowers.
Yep. But there's more. There's more. Do you know what else
Um,
you get?
I don't know. No.
You get a check all to yourself. Your prize money, you get a check separate from your crew. Your check is $3.5 million.
That would be pretty nice.
And then on top of that, Eli, you also get a Indianapolis 500 championship ring. It's kind of got diamonds and stuff around it. But then also Chevrolet is a sponsor of the Indy 500, so depending on what their pace car is and what your preference is, you may end up with a brand new Corvette out of the deal on top of it.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. What would you do with all of that?
I don't even know. Pay
Yeah,
my dad back for everything he did for me. I don't know.
yeah. So Eli, you said you watched the Indy 500 for the first time this last year. Who's your favorite IndyCar driver now?
I do not know names, but um, trying to think. There was a blue car there with a stripe down it. It was like a petroleum on the wing, back wing.
Okay, just to kind of give you a heads up, Eli, there's a guy that won the Indy 500 last year, Joseph Newgard. He started out racing go karts like much like you did, and look where he's at.
I think that's the one I'm talking about. I can't remember. I don't know names that
Yeah,
much. So
yeah, yeah, yep. So Eli, okay, so you start racing this coming weekend, huh?
yeah, we've had one race at DeCoin, which is where we're going this next weekend or this weekend, and I went 11th to 4th in the first on Friday, and I went 2 to 2 on Saturday. So hopefully have better pill draw numbers than last time, but
Yeah.
hopefully we can get a win for first time this year.
Do you like racing to coin?
Yeah, it's a tight, fun, small track. uh,
Okay.
it's the fairgrounds in DeCoin, Illinois.
How far of a drive is that for you?
About 2 hours. Not bad.
That, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So, Eli, gonna kind of do something pretty cool. I'm gonna throw the mic to you. You can ask me some questions if you'd like.
All right. Have you ever raced?
Never have. Been a racing fan for 30 years, but never been in a race car.
um, I'm trying to think of one. What do you like? What kind of racing do you watch?
Dirt. I like to watch pavement stuff, like IndyCar stuff, a little NASCAR, a little drag racing. Dirt wise, I like to watch some sprint cars and some late models, some micro sprints, some quarter midgets.
All
Yeah,
kinds.
yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite dirt track racer?
Ooh, you're really going there. Your dad will recognize this name, Eli. I've been a fan for the longest time of Doug Wolfgang.
Yep, I
Yep,
think he knows who you're talking about.
the Wolf. Yes.
I've heard of him once. I think I don't know.
Yeah. Him, and then I was a big fan of Mark Kinzer's too back in the day.
I don't know who Mark Kinzer is. Man,
I'll tell you what, Eli. I did get kind of. I didn't get a chance to ever meet Mark Kinzer, but I did get a chance to meet somebody that was real close to Mark Kinzer. I got to meet his dad, his crew chief.
that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, that'd be really cool to meet him. I haven't really met any Mark Kinzer yet, but hopefully we can he'll come somewhere and or I'll go somewhere where he is and I can meet him somewhere.
Have you ever met any of the NASCAR drivers, Eli?
Yes, I've met Dale Jr., Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, and I've I think those are it. Maybe.
Well, Eli, I have met Rusty Wallace, the 1989 NASCAR champion, his brother Kenny, his brother Mike. I've met Kenny Schrader, and then I've met Tony Stewart, aka Smoke.
The Hoosier Dirt Cup this year. I bet I'll be able to meet him sometime. I don't know if he'll be there, but we're going to um his track to race there, Columbus, Indiana.
Okay, okay, okay. So, Eli, you have any other questions for me?
I don't think so. No.
Do you have a racing page that racing fans can follow you on, Eli?
Yes, I have a Facebook, and that is EHR Eli Holden Racing. So
Each EHR Holden Racing, you said?
Eli Holden Racing for like E for
Eli,
Eli and Holden Racing. Yeah.
Eli Holden Racing. Okay. So, Eli, at the end of the season, how do you thank your sponsors?
I go. They either come to my house or I come to their house, and I'll have the computer I'm on right now, and I'll have a presentation that I'll give them of how my year went and what I was doing, and everything else like hunting and fishing and all the other stuff I do around the house. We have
Okay.
pictures. Uh, we give them a picture every year of how much wins I have, pretty much my stats of the year, and we give it to them, and they get to keep it.
So, Eli, have you ever been in some pretty wild incidents on the track?
Yeah, last year at Du Quoin, I was going top to because in the restrictors they all go bottom because it's lower power than A class or A class or outlaw. So I always go top because there's always incidents on the bottom. Then someone slid up the racetrack a little bit, and I I ran into the right rear. The right front went into the dirt, and I went like 15 or 20 feet up high in the air and came back down right on the back bumper.
Okay, okay. Wow. Did you get hurt at all?
No, I didn't even have a headache or anything. We have enough. My mom and dad have got so much good safety gear for me. I really can't thank them enough.
Wow. So, so Eli, I'd like to thank you for being on our racing show with us tonight. Are you looking for sponsors for this year?
Yes. I would actually like to thank all those sponsors, like Digmore Excavating, England Machine Tool. Digmore Excavating is a John Clark. He helps us. He helps out a bunch. He comes over to our house every Sunday, and he helps us with stuff. And me and him go out in the woods, and we go squirrel hunting, mushroom hunting, everything. And Elam Machine Tool, Tim, Tammy, and Tally, they're smart as could be. They're geniuses. And Welly Unlimited, Kyle Query, he does stuff for us. He welds, and transport. And transport. Casey and Amanda. Casey and Amanda Connery, and uh, Petty Performance. He's a new sponsor. Um, Also, Avanti Windows and Doors. He sponsors. I met him at the Chili Bowl, and he sponsors Kyle Cummins also. Roberts Trenching and Boring. That's Brandon Roberts, one of my dad's friends. Bailey Chassis, Adam and Adam Schmidt. They help us out. My car that I'm running this weekend is one of a Bailey chassis. Is a Bailey chassis. Bradley Stevens, he's a new sponsor that we just got this year, and he's one of my dad's friends. Ambrose Construction, Matt Ambrose. My dad's known him from working in the coal mines. Heritage Petroleum, it's my Aunt Debbie and my cousin Aaron. Dr. Rachel Harvey is my dentist. Alan Papel Sugar Lumps is my mom's parents. Mickey Bullock, he helps us up a bunch with our racing. He also races, and he raced my car in the beginning of the year last year. He was winning in the feature, only one lap in, and he flipped it, and then went back to 23rd, and then came back and got second or sixth, not second. Midwest Laser Works. That's Bryce Matthews. He takes me raccoon hunting a lot because he has some dogs that raccoon hunt. Independence Contracting. Mark and Mickey. He's one of my dad's friends. D Runyon. He's my. They're my aunt. She is my Aunt Darlene. Signs by Susie. She does our graphics. Full Metal Armory. Chris and Jeff. Full Metal Army is a new sponsor we just got this year. Excalibur Racing Engines, Carl, Brandon, and Luke. He does our junior motors. Ricky Thornton Jr. He sponsored us for the shootout. And Varno Construction is a new he's new, and he is my football coach.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Eli, thank you for being on our show tonight, talking to us about your racing career again. Once you get your season little buddies underway, probably say April, Mayish, maybe May, we'll get you back on here again to kind of give us an update as to what's going on with your racing career. How's that?
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. But thank you very much, Eli. I will have you step out and give a little racing news update, and then I will call you here shortly, okay?
Okay, hey, thank you. I couldn't thank you enough.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Eli Holden out of the state of Indiana. Also, ladies and gentlemen, racing news update wise, Tony Stewart didn't do so hot at the Gator Nationals. Um, I believe he got beaten first round. So, so, so good luck to the microspec drivers racing at the DeCoin Raceway this weekend, and good luck to Paxton Cole and everybody racing at Space Coast coming up this weekend for uh, uh, the Dixie Shootout at Space Coast. So definitely good luck to all them guys. But yes, you guys. I'd like to thank all you guys for being a part of this racing show with us tonight. Um, Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Chad Rat Construction, um, Dan Henning, Microspec and Cage Kurt Wings, Brody Manning, Motorsports. And if you would like to sponsor a racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call or text us at 712-209-713. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later. Another episode of the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube.